once we have, like I always have like the list of which set they like. So I'm just gonna say it's a homemaker, whatever else they liked is on here. So then I go back and I'm like, all right, awesome. So maybe always we would choose to invest in sets. Sets always, and then I go to selecting the right option. So let's talk prices. Have you had a chance to price my cutlery lately?
No.
Okay, so it's like anything else. There's a wide range of quality and prices. Cutco's top rated, so we can compare the highest quality to top. So have you ever been to like Williams Sonoma?
Yeah.
Okay, so you'll find us at Macy's, Williams Sonoma, Store of the Table, any kitchen store. Has this. These are some of the top cutlery brands you're going to find. Schoen, along with Wusthof and Henkel's, are top rated in stores. So these high quality sets are made overseas, like Japan and Germany, and each brand has different types of sets that range in price. So kind of like BMW has 3, 5, 7 series, same deal. This is like their 7 series fully loaded. So obviously not cheap. All right. It's the best stuff. So if you went to Williams Sonoma to replace your set, you'd normally spend 3,000 to 4,000 on like a highest quality set. All right. That's what they retail. You can find them on sale for less. Now there are some major differences between them and us. All right. So these overseas brands have mostly straight edges, so they have to be sharpened constantly, which is a hassle. They're not made to put in a dishwasher, and the warranty is against defects only. So it's or manufacturer. So eventually you will replace them. All right. Whereas as far as Cutco goes, you have the exclusive double D Stay Sharp Edge. So anything you're dragging is protected. We have the 4-part forever guarantee, including the free sharpening and the 15-day trial. So anyone who owns Cutco, like Miss Susie, Miss Smith that Jones, like they'll tell you it's like 10 times better than any I've ever used. And I know you haven't had a chance to really use Cutco that much yet, but considering the guarantee, the unique features, most people read Cutco is at least twice as good as the in-store competition. Well, when something offers, twice as good, offers twice the quality and value, and lasts forever, what would you expect it to be in cost?
Twice the price.
Yeah, definitely more. And if you were looking for a set of Cutco at twice the price, even if we use the sale price of that, you'd be looking at $4,000 for a basic set. And so that would be like buying a really nice refrigerator or appliance or like a really nice craftsman. So the awesome thing about Cutco is that since it's not sold in stores, none of our sets cost $4,000, although they would be if they were sold there. All right. And as a matter of fact, none of them cost as much as these, which retail over $3,400. Our complete set, this one here, which is double the knives and is guaranteed forever, is actually only $26.29. The signature, the one in between that I had told you about, is only $19.14, and our basic is only $13.89. Cool. And by the way, you could pay for any of these in full if you wanted to. I'm assuming you didn't put away like 7 to 10 grand to do your kitchen, like I said earlier, or even a couple grand for the knife pool. So most people do our deposit program. And so what that is, it's 100% refundable deposit that you can put on any set that you want to try. All right. And the deposit is for 20% of the amount of the set. And so you have 3 weeks to just try it and just see how you like it. All right. So basically, if you wanted to put a deposit for this one here, this would come out to the $571. The deposit for this set, the medium set here, would come out to $416, and the deposit for the basic set would be $303. All right. So how this would work is, again, you put the deposit down, you have 3 weeks to use it. Make sure you love it, and if not, send it back. All right. So worst case scenario, you send it back and you have free Cutco for 3 weeks, and that is not going to happen. People love this stuff, just like Julie did. So you'll fall in love and have them forever. So you can call, pay the whole thing off, or you can use the Easy Pay, and it's the same amount each month. Cool. So on the set you liked, basically what you'd put aside. You'd want to put aside about $75 a week into the budget, which comes out to about $37 each. Cool. So we have something called a buy now bonus. All right. And sorry, I'm like, so again, it's 100% fundable. So as an incentive to try it today, we would buy now a bonus. If you got that set today, as a thank you, I would buy you your choice of anywhere between 150 and 250 bucks free gifts. So you could pick out that fishing knife you liked and the barbecue tools and things like that, just depending which set that you bought. All right. But now that you know the prices, would you still just want to try the basic homemaker, or would you possibly want to try one of the larger sets?
I'll take a complete.
All right. So, but that is, so it's always like, and obviously that's not always going to happen. It did happen to me 5 times in my career selling, but if anything, it just makes them more comfortable with like, oh, I'll just take the basic, but it helps you sell a lot more homemakers. But by having it, I had people that were like, wait a second, wait, how much? And I remember one of those 5, they were actually looking at Henkel. They were at the store, they were like in the market to buy knives. And they're like, oh, we were looking at those actually. And they're like, wait, we can get the complete set. It's guaranteed forever for less. They're like, let's do that. And they ended up buying the complete set. And I was like, sweet. But like if I hadn't shown that, like I probably wouldn't have gotten that. So just so you have that flow there. Cool. So I totally forgot to record an audio. So I'm going to do it one more time so that you have that. And whoever's watching it can watch it one more time. All right. So let's roll. So I have this here. Homemaker, whatever else you like. All right, awesome. So I went through why people should, why people invest in sets, and now I'm going to go to selecting options. So, all right. So have you had a chance to look at prices recently?
No.
Okay, cool. Most people do that when they get married. So it's like anything else. There's a wide range of quality and prices. Cutco's top rated, so we only compare the highest quality brands. So have you ever been to like a Williams-Sonoma or Macy's or sort of a table or a kitchen store like that?
Yeah, I've been.
Okay, cool. So this right here is actually the top stuff that you're going to get in stores. Schoon, along with Wusthof and Henkel's, are top rated in stores. These high quality sets are made overseas in Japan and Germany. And each of these brands actually has different sets that range in price. So kind of like BMW has 3, 5, 7 series that are all different prices. This is your like 7 series fully loaded. So obviously they're not cheap, all right? So if you went to Williams-Sonoma, typically you would spend $3,000 to $4,000 on a top end cutlery set like this. You can't find them on sale for less, especially during the holidays. They're fantastic, but there are some major differences between theirs and ours. The overseas brands have mostly straight edges, so they do have to be sharpened every time they're used. They're not recommended to put in the dishwasher, and the warranty is against manufacturing defects only. In comparison, Cutco has the universal wedge lock handle, super comfy. It has a stay sharp, double D edge for anything you drag, 4-part forever guarantee, which includes like free sharpening always and a 15-day trial. So anyone who owns Cutco, like Miss Smith, Miss Susie, the Jones that they've had them like 30-something years, they'll all tell you it's like 10 times better than any knives they've ever used. And I know you haven't had a chance to really use it that much yet, but considering the unique features and the guarantee, most people agree Cutco's at least twice as good as the overseas brands. And when something's twice as good, offers twice the quality and value, what do you expect to pay in price, Yeah, twice the price. And at twice the price, you're talking, if we use the sale price, you'd be looking at over $4,000 for a basic set. So it would be like buying a really nice refrigerator or like a really nice set of tools, all right? The awesome thing about Cutco is since we are not sold in stores, none of our sets cost $4,000 to $5,000, although they would be, all right? Excuse me, as a matter of fact, none of them are even as much as these sets here, which retail $3,400. Our complete set, which is double the knives and is guaranteed forever, is actually only $26, $29. The medium set, the signature I was showing you, is $19.14, and our basic homemaker is actually only $13.89. Cool. So if you wanted to try out any of the sets, I mean, obviously you could pay for it all at once, but most people don't do that. I'm sure you didn't put aside, 7 to 10 grand to redo your kitchen today, and you haven't even had a chance to try it all out. So what most people do when they start out their Cutco collection is they use our deposit program. And so what that is, it's 100% refundable deposit, all right, for any set you want to try.
It's for 20% of the price of the set, okay? And so you actually get 3 weeks to try it and just see how you like it, all right? So if you wanted to try this set out, this would be $571. The deposit, if you wanted to try this set out, would come out to $416. And the deposit, if you wanted to try this set out, is $303. All right. So that is what those would break down to. And by the way, worst case, you just send everything back. You get 100% of your money back. You get a free Cutco for 3 weeks. And like, that's just not going to happen. What usually happens is you're going to fall in love just like Julie did. And you'll have them forever. So you'd have 2 options. You can call and pay the whole thing off, or you can actually use our Easy Pay. And so you pay the same amount each month, all right? And so the Easy Pay would break down where basically you'd be putting aside about $75 a week. All right, that would break down into about $37 each in the budget is what you'd want to put aside for that. Cool. So we have something called a buy now bonus. And this is a reason to buy now versus later, okay? As an incentive to try it out today. As a thank you, I would buy you anywhere between $150 to $250 in free gifts. So you could actually pick out some of that stuff that you really like there, which is cool, all right? But now that you know the prices, would you want to put down a deposit on the basic set that you liked? Or would you possibly want to try out one of the larger ones?
I'll stay with the homemaker.
All right, awesome. I'm like, you're gonna love it. And by the way, in the future, whenever you're ready, because all my customers end up upgrading, like, I'm your girl, I got you. And so I'm gonna show you everything else too. If there were any other things you wanted to do, add-ons or bundles, like the more you buy at one time, the better deals you get. And so there's like cool add-ons on there. So I know you like these, so I'll get those prices so you can see that too, you know, and then I would go from there if I was doing this. Cool? All right. Boom. Bye-bye, everybody.